How you doing? What should we do? Put the telly on for a bit.
Sit for Fleur. Sit for Fleur. Look, this is a dog tuxedo suit. Look at the tuxedo. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh my God,
There we
that's
are.
gorgeous.
Max, of course, is a border collie. Magnificent beast.
Oh, I
And
see. It's got a suit.
It's a suit.
Oh,
It's a
so
tuxedo. It's
fun.
like an evening dress.
Gorgeous.
And it's quite economical to it, under £13.
That's very good, isn't it?
Feel free to walk around the block, Fleur, while I show people some of these other accessories.
What else?
Because you'll want to celebrate the Platinum Jubilee with this wonderful Union Jack pillow. Okay, that's rather attractive, isn't it?
So sort of like a little dog bed for the weekend.
Dog bed.
Pop that outside next to the picnic
Price is
blanket.
£75. It does have the Union flag all over it. We've got some lovely Wilco dog toys here. A little ball, a little rope.
Nice.
Chuck it. See?
Yes.
Yes. What do you think of these?
Got it. Where'd it go?
Like that. Okay, you can have that, Charles. And here we've got some nice pet London plush toys. Accessories. And again, would you like one of those? There we are. That's sweet. Thank you very much. Oh, and finally, bow ties. You can be matched with
your dog.
your pooch. Let's see 3 more, shall we?
Okay, let's do it.
Let's see what Ned is wearing now. Johnny, please bring on Ned.
Oh,
You
Ned's
should be
back.
wearing. Yes.
Oh,
Lovely.
now I really like this.
Oh, what do you think of that?
Oh, I love this.
Given that the royal family.
Oh, I love this.
This queen is rather attractive, isn't it?
I think that's really
Walking the
smart.
grounds of Balmoral, that's what you want to wear.
Oh, Ned likes this one too, I think.
Yeah. What do you
That's
think of
very
that? Julie?
smart. He wants to give Ned a little stroke.
I have to
Oh.
say, Ned is obsessed with
Oh
sweet.
gosh, good luck.
Oh,
that?
they're really getting on
Susie,
well.
you're being very brave here.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you.
There we
Thank
are.
you, thank
On
you.
come now, Daisy. Bethany's bringing on Daisy, and we'll see what Daisy is going to wear now. Daisy is.
Oh, Daisy.
Isn't this lovely? A Platinum Jubilee, part of the Platinum Jubilee collection from Mutts and Hounds.
This is very nice too, actually.
I think it's quite discreet because people feel a bit embarrassed if they overdress their dog.
Right.
And here there's something slightly restrained. The collar is separate from the blouson.
It's like a little harness almost.
It
It's
is.
almost harness as opposed to outfit, which makes it seem more acceptable.
This also, if you hold it, it complements whatever you're wearing.
Yeah.
So you feel,
Oh, it matches the blanket, the pillow you're
It
sitting
does.
next to.
in fact, the dog could disappear.
I know. It's crazy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
finally, we've kept the best till last. Fleur, the dog walker, brings on Max the
Oh,
Magnificent.
Max. Oh,
Now,
Max.
study this if you can in close up. This is a black kilt jacket.
Oh, my God.
Given the Queen Scottish Association the touch of the Balmoral tartan down there, you see, it's a kilt.
That is really nice. Max, you're so handsome. Aren't you? I know, Max is like, give me some cheese, please. You are great.
Thank you.
Well done.
Well, right royal wardrobe.
Very
What did
nice.
our friends make of that? What do you think, sweet? Very nice. Yeah, very nice. So have fun with your dog.
I will do. I'm gonna
Only,
take this.
only if they enjoy wearing the clothes.
That's the important
That's
thing.
important.
We'll see you at the Palace tomorrow, dolls.
You certainly will. They're wearing a proper suit. What about you two?
Yeah, I'm dressed.
Letting know everything. It's actually such a privilege,
Isn't
isn't
it? Isn't it?
Fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you. Thank you, City and Sweet.
Details for all of today's products as well
you.
as more suggestions are available on our brief this morning. Just head to Shop the Show.
Right, competition time now, and it's a double whammy of the prize. You could win a brand new motorhome and £14,000. Visit TSC for details.
What better way to celebrate the Jubilee than with a brand new prize? Yes, that's right. You could get your hands on this, a brand new motorhome worth over £66,000. You'll be the envy of any campsite rolling up in this bad boy. You could take to the open road whenever you feel like it. Just imagine all that freedom. You could come here to the beautiful Wellington Country Park. Oh, this is the life. But this prize doesn't stop there because we're also throwing in £40,000, yours to spend on whatever you like. That's a whole lot of picnics. So let me remind you, first there's a brand new amazing motorhome, and then you also get £40,000 direct into your bank. Have you entered yet? Well, there's loads of ways to enter, but the quickest way is by text. So make sure you get that entry in early. For your chance to win, text prize to 81119. Text costs £2 plus one standard network rate message. Go to the website or enter via the This Morning app. Entries cost £2. Call 09068 781119. Calls cost £2 plus your network access charge. Or post your name and phone number to DY21 PO Box 7558 Derby DE10NQ. Entrance must be 18 or over, and lines close on Friday the 10th of June at 3 p.m. Good luck!
So like earlier we mentioned that you found the face of Gandalf in the floorboards. You've been sending in the faces that you've found in your objects, and more floorboards here. It's actually a unit. This is a horse face. It says M. McKenna.
I mean, I can sort of see it. I know what you mean. This next one, though, it's brilliant. Paula says, E.T. on my toilet floor. Look at E.T. there, sitting in the floor.
Tanya says, I thought this looked like a reindeer. It was taken around Christmas as well. And it is actually just it's a hedge, but doesn't
Oh, yes, I can see it. I can see it. Victoria says, we have Gandalf's grumpy brother in our floorboards. I wish I hadn't seen it because now I can't unsee it every time I sit on the loo.
A dog's face is on our wooden fire surround.
Oh, that's really cute. Chris says, my door handle was shot by Gandalf in the floor. That's so funny.
That's brilliant.
Oh, they're so
Thank you
good.
very-
I
Thank
love
you very much
Love,
indeed.
love, love. Right, we're in the kitchen now with Melisberg, and she's got a great idea for your Monday night dinner. And I was just saying to you, I love eating like this because it's a really easy way of just getting something really tasty and delicious.
Absolutely. Not only do we love eating like this, we love cooking like this.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember my mum making this dish for us so much when we were younger. Everything just goes into a pan. It's full of flavour, loads of spices. And I've got some chicken thighs and drumsticks here. So chicken on the bone.
Which also means you can't overcook it, really, can you? Because chicken breast can go really dry.
Absolutely. I mean, if you want to use chicken breast, you can add it towards the end of the cooking of the dish. So rather than starting with it in the pan, like I've got here with some potatoes and onions as well, I've put some olive oil in there. If you wanted to use chicken breast, just add them kind of half an hour.
This was so succulent.
It is, isn't it? It's just, it cooks with the foil for a bit, which I'm going to show you, the cooking process in a minute. And that allows the chicken and the vegetables to steam. So, we've got the chicken, the potatoes and the onions. I'm going to go in with some spices. I've got some ground cinnamon, but you can also use cinnamon sticks. So you can be flexible with this. I've chucked that in. I've got some pul biber. Do you remember those lovely smoky Turkish pepper flakes as well there? We've got some paprika that's going in. We've got some cumin, a lot of paprika there. Just chuck that in. I've got some oregano. And I mean, look, you can measure this out. Obviously, I've got some measuring spoons here, but I'm being free with it all. Some salt and pepper. And essentially, that's it in terms of the spices.
Can I just have a look at that pepper stuff?
Of course.
What's
Have a
it
little
called?
smell. Pul biber, or also known as Aleppo pepper flakes as well. And they're slightly tangier, sweeter, smokier. I use it a lot in salad dressings, to top things with, to cook things with as well.
What else is sort of typical Cypriot food?
Typical Cypriot food, we've got meatballs called köfte, which are they've got grated potatoes in them, which gives them a lovely succulent texture. We use a lot of fresh coriander in salads. We use a lot of spices like aniseed and cinnamon, and we use cloves as well to infuse things. So we've got a real mix between east and west. Obviously, we've drawn into this lovely little island in the middle of the Mediterranean, which gives it a whole unique cuisine of itself as well. But like you said, you thought, it's a bit like Portuguese food as well. And actually, there are elements, obviously, that have been drawn in from all over the world as well.
Yeah.
Right, so back to this lovely dish. I've got some tomato puree, and I'm going to add that to some chicken stock that I've got here. So give that a little whiz, like that. And in a minute, I'm going to top that up. But before I pour that into the pan, just add these chopped tomatoes in here. And to not waste anything, again, something my mum always did when we were growing up, is to just fill up this can with the water so you get any excess tomatoes in there, going straight in, pour that into here. And this stock is going to be carefully added into the tray. I'm going to give everything a stir, give it a good drizzle of olive oil now, add some fresh bay leaves, some fresh lemons, again, really typical ingredients when we're making stews and tray bakes. We have lemons in there, we have bay leaves in there, so you give it a little squeeze, just add them to the dish.
And again, really healthy.
Yeah, Absolutely.
Like there's nothing in there that's like it's a homemade, it's fresh, it's healthy, it's not fatty or fried.
No, and it's all homemade. You know exactly what's gone in. You know exactly what ingredients you've got going in there, what you're feeding your family, your children. It's also a really good one to feed a crowd with. So, you know, it's the kind of dish, it's that simple. You're now going to cover it with foil. Say if you've got friends coming over on the weekend and you've got a big crowd and you want to give them that lovely flavour of like, you know, alfresco dining, like Mediterranean food, rather than, you know, standing over the barbecue if you don't want to
Yeah.
or you don't have access to the barbecue, then pop a couple of these trays in the oven, let them cook themselves,
Mhm.
give your guest a glass of wine, turn it over, open it out, let it roast for the last half an hour, and it's absolutely perfect. You take it out. Like you said, you can't overcook it, Holly.
Mm.
You know, it stays lovely and tender and delicious. And actually, if you let it sit once it's cooked, it's even better, which you've got there. You know, the flavours really amalgamate together, they stew, they thicken, they intensify. And like all these dishes, when you reheat them the following day, they're just
Always
as
better.
delicious. Yeah, just or better even,
How
exactly.
did you get? Did you teach music? Second.
I did.
What do you get from music to doing that?
I mean, your guess is probably as good as mine, but I started a blog, a food blog, and I had my child, my eldest child, and I thought there's got to be more to life than making sweet potatoes or vegetables, putting them in little Tupperware pots and freezing them. Because I definitely don't remember my mum doing that when we were younger. I remember my mum cooking tavuk kebabı. Yeah, this is what we call it. It's called traditionally called tavuk kebabı. She would make dishes like this, pop them in the oven because she was a full-time working mum, take them out, and that would be what we would eat as children. And now my children love these dishes because that blog started as a way of me saying, look, there's got to be more delicious food that I can feed my children that's nutritious, that's of my heritage, that's the way I grew up eating. And so the blog developed into something that I think over, you know, the past 2 years, especially where people have got a lot more creative in the kitchen, it's just allowed us to be a little bit more
Yeah.
involved.
To need flavours.
Absolutely, and these are all supermarket ingredients. I do need to put this in the
Go on,
oven.
sorry. How long does that go in the oven for?
So
then?
this is going to go in the oven for 35 minutes, and I've got one here, because what we do once it comes out of it, after 35 minutes, is we're going to take the foil off. So I've got a virgin now, it's been in for 35 minutes, and the foil comes up, what the foil does initially is obviously to steam, so you wrap it nice and tightly, and as you can see, it steams up, it hasn't caramelised yet. If I take this foil, it hasn't come in, and what we want is it to turn lovely and thick and juicy. So we turn these chicken pieces over, and it goes back in the oven, uncovered, for another 30 minutes or so, and then you take it back out, turn the chicken pieces over again, so it's inside up, the last half an hour, and then you end up, in a moment, obviously,
So really, a minimum hour and a half.
exactly, minimum hour and a half in total, and again, lots of work, so it goes back in the oven, uncovered, and then you let it rest, and I can't explain how important it is. I actually made this for dinner last night, and my children asked me what I was having for dinner today, and when I told them it was this, yeah, we love that one, so they were happy to eat it last night, but they're also really happy that it's Christmas Eve today. And the final bit, today, come out looking exactly like flowers, naturally. So I'm going to get all those in. But those lovely, lovely crispy, I only put the onions here, they're lovely and crispy and caramelised. You've got lovely caramelisation on the chicken as well. And like I said, a fresh salad, a couple of trays of this if you're hosting, if you're busy working, you're coming from work, and you've got something in the oven. But even prepare it in the morning, leave it in the fridge, so that it's all ready in the tray, and then just pop it in the oven.
And in here,
Yogurt, because another ingredient that Cypriots cannot eat, a lovely savoury meal with is yogurt. You've got to have yogurt, a side of lovely thick set natural yogurt with a dish like this is just perfect.
was that for dipping?
For dipping, for scooping, for spooning on, for eating on its own, mixing cucumber and garlic and mint and lemon juice and olive oil and salt with and making judger, whatever you want to do with it, just eat it with your meal because it's absolutely delicious, it's refreshing. So
Lovely.
Thank
Thank
you very much.
you.
Oh, I'm so
Absolutely gorgeous.
Delicious.
Love it.
For details of today's recipe and more delicious ideas from our chefs, download the brief this morning.
Right, the Loose Ladies are here next on ITV, and it's Ruth today. What you got on the show?
Yeah, hello again. Coming up on Loose Women, would you let your partner meet up with a long-lost love? Just as friends, of course. Kelly has a very surprising story to share on that one. Also, is it inappropriate to French kiss in front of your kids? Plus, Denise's life, if not loose. She's been living out her dream of becoming an estate agent in the Hollywood Hills. And he got Judy twerking on Strictly last year, but what did Sean Paul really make of it? The chart-topping sensation meets Judy live. See you in a couple of minutes.
Thanks, ladies. Right, we'll be back tomorrow with a very special live show from Buckingham Palace to help celebrate the Queen's Platinum Jubilee.
And I think our taxi is ready and waiting.
That's early.
I think we better go. Can't keep the Queen waiting.
We are going to be allowed to explore some of the magnificent state rooms and
There is everybody looking around the Queen's garden, there's the Queen's in the kitchen, what's up without the Queen's parents, and some other thing that makes you think it's uncomfortable.
Only Clock News Club, good sponsors of this month.
Upgrade to an extra special barbecue with Asda's Ultimate Range and get the big taste of holiday every day.
Life is always in the making. It's messy and beautiful. Life is the best story. Pandora, for every story.
Well, it's changed, and so have we. But whatever your career looks like right now, there's a space for you on LinkedIn.
Matalan, for prices you'll love. Stepping out and finding your feel good. Freeman's, proud sponsors of Loose Women.
Welcome to your first Loose Women of the Week. We hope you had a great weekend. It's lovely to have your company today. Joining me, Ruth Mansfield, live until 1:30. It is Judy Love, Denise Welsh, and Kelly Bryan. Coming up today, from air steward and vet to chambermaid and West End star, it's the latest in our series of Life If Not Loose. Today, Denise jets to LA to try out the job she would love to do if she wasn't a loose woman. She'd be an estate agent in the Hollywood Hills. That's inspired by her favourite show, Selling Sunset. Love that show too. Fabulous. Also, our big love dilemma of the day. We love a dilemma on Loose Women. Would you trust your partner enough to let them meet up with a long-lost love? Or is it just asking for trouble? Our thoughts on that one coming up. Then at 1:15. Yeah, go Judy. Here's the king of the dance hall. You had Judy shaking her thing on last year's Strictly. Global pop star Sean Paul will be joining us live today. Now, serious story today. This is across all the news. Everybody's talking about this at the moment, and that is monkeypox. It's all over the news. The UK has so far confirmed 20 cases, and more than 80 have been identified across Europe, US, Canada, Israel, and Australia. Now, the UK government has announced that anyone at the highest risk of having caught monkeypox should now isolate for 21 days. I have to be honest with you, yesterday, I didn't get to read the papers till quite late yesterday, so I had a friend and I was with my mum, And so I sat down and said, it was about 5 o'clock, I'm just going to look through the papers and look at magazines. And I started to read about monkeypox, and I have to say, to my shame perhaps, I went, I just can't read this today, because I started to perceive isolation and, not lockdown, but, stay inside. And I just thought, I'll probably have to look at this tomorrow, but right now it's a beautiful day, it's Sunday, and I just couldn't get my head around it. I suppose, Denise, we're going to have to talk about it because everybody is talking about it.
I don't think it will surprise many people to know what my views of the already scaremongering. And believe you me, I do know the difference between reporting news and scaremongering. But there are certain words that are already being used which are used to generate fear. And when we used to talk about staying home if you were poorly, now we talk about isolating and quarantining. We've just come out of a horrendous 3 years where people are trying to find some kind of mental balance after everything that was thrown at us with COVID, especially people like you, Kelly, who have an immune disease. And, you have to be careful more than most people. But at the moment, and again, people will go, oh, listen to Professor Welsh, never professed to be like that. Mine has always been about how this affects mental health, and I can see it starting again. So yesterday, I spoke to 2 very, very highly qualified people in infectious diseases who have said that they are very angry with already the way that they can see this happening in the press. At the moment, there are very, very few cases. Yes, of course, it's something they should keep an eye on. There was also an outbreak in 2017 and 18. And of course, because we weren't on such high alert, we weren't aware of it. And now we seem to be aware of, of absolutely everything.
Well, I suppose
personally, I'm not going to worry about it at the moment.
Monkeypox, if you haven't read about it, it's a rare viral infection. Belongs to the same virus family as smallpox, but does have milder symptoms. The disease was first found in monkeys, and it's transmitted through close physical contact. 20 cases at the moment in the UK, Kelly. How worried are you? Because, you have a compromised immune system, and you have to go through COVID, you've been okay. Does this kind of thing frighten you, or are you trying to just stay calm?
It doesn't frighten me, but I'd rather be informed.
Channel sword.
So I'm not afraid, but I'd rather know that it's there. I'd rather know that there are cases in the UK, and I'd rather be aware of that. Because that way I can be a little bit more conscious of that and maybe make a few more kind of decisions that maybe I wouldn't make otherwise. And at the moment, there are only 20 cases, and that's fine. But for me, I once had a viral infection on my hand, and because I don't have the immune system to be able to fight that infection, it took 6 months to go.
Hello, Hampshire, really.
And it spread everywhere. So
It's more really the fire brigade and the police.
It could be very difficult for me to get rid of it. So for me, I would just take extra precautions. But I'm just glad that we're informed that it's there and that it's present and what the effects are.
Yeah, well, it says, Judy, the infection usually clears up on its own, and it lasts between 14 and 21 days. And basically, they're saying it is contagious, so they're recommending that you isolate for 21 days, and also advising to provide details for contact tracing.
The thing is, I think obviously if it's something life-threatening, then we need to be informed. And what we have realised from COVID is sometimes with infections you don't know. But something you said, Denise, regards to, there was an outbreak, about 3 years ago. I remember 3 years ago, my kids had it deemed to be chickenpox, but when I looked at the ration, all the other information has been given, it looked like how I used to call it moneypox. I didn't realise it was called monkeypox. Yeah, but it looked like that. So I suppose it just makes more worry and more concern. Yes, for risk issues, we should be informed if we can see that gradually it's causing a risk to life. But I think we're already still going through the trauma of the pandemic.
Hello?
Sensitive to it because we think,
we think, please, just as we're getting our freedoms back, and it doesn't. Yeah, and the other thing is, very quickly, is that there are certain sections that are trying to already pin it onto the LGBT community. which to me, yeah, they are, which to me is saying that that is a more promiscuous community, which is really annoying me because apparently there is no evidence of that at the moment.
No. Well, let us know what you think about that. I'm sure we'll talk about it more over the coming days. It continues to be in the news. Obviously, we always do talk about what's in the news. What about some of the twists and turns within the royal family recently? They wouldn't have been out of place in a soap opera, would they? But Charles and Camilla are going one step further, and they could get their own doof moment because they have filmed a role in EastEnders. This is for the special Jubilee episodes set to air next week. Royal insiders say the appearance will boost their popularity ahead of Charles becoming king, and Camilla, of course, then will be Queen Consort. So are you ready for them to now be together publicly, King and Queen Consort, Kelly, when finally, sadly, we do lose Her Majesty?
I don't think I've actually got a choice in the matter. So, you know, wonderful. I wish them all of the best. You know, I hope that their reign will be as successful as his mother. But for me, I've always been Team Diana. I am that kind of woman that, you know, is on that woman's side. I know that she had her own, you know, her own path and her own struggles and her own difficulties, but I'm just loyal. I think what she went through and what she dealt with as being part of the family, and just being that woman that's been cheated on. I empathise with that, and I know what that feels like. Yes, we've moved on, and we do have to kind of move past that. But I'm just a Team Diana.
So you disliked Camilla because you said, you know, Charles had an affair with Camilla while married.
It's anything personal. I don't know her. I've never met her. I just, you know, when you cheat on somebody and somebody's married, So
that was your mate.
Yes.
Say, well, I couldn't have anything to do with that woman because, you know, she had an affair with my friend's husband.
Yeah, I would rather not.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I found the whole thing with Charles and Diana and Camilla terribly sad. Actually, it's like a tragic love story. I always thought, you know, he clearly always loved Camilla. Diana had, you know, that dream of her prince. It appeared to me from everything I saw and read, and I thought the whole thing was terribly, terribly sad. But I think Camilla has, you know, done her time almost. And, you know, she's very publicly stood by his side, been there by his side, and you know, the Queen has also given her blessing, hasn't she, for her to be Queen Consort. And I think everyone has to live their lives and find their happiness.
But if we're being honest, the royals have had enough of their own boof, 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 boof moments, yeah? Let's keep it real. It wasn't fair. You know, situations happen, and I know there's probably a lot of women out there that's in the same position that Camilla was in some years ago, and they see her like their mentor because she was like, okay, I was on the side, and now I'm going to be the queen. So, look, at the end of the day, our words and our opinions is not going to make no difference in their relationship. They're still going to be, you know, king and queen. It survived a lot, and yes, it is sad that it happened in that situation with regards to an affair, but I feel like my opinion is not going to make no difference. They're doing what they're doing. There's many people doing what they're doing behind closed door. They've come public, and now they're together, and that's their business. It's not affecting me, shall I say.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing is, whether or not she becomes officially, which she will be, the Queen Consort, I mean, she's been the consort to the future king for God knows how many years now, so the fact that she has a title doesn't really mean, you know, now nor summit to me personally. I was very much a Diana fan, but I also know, like you said, that she had her issues. There were infidelities on both sides. He was first, though. And I think this always takes me back to the absolute horrors that Harry and Meghan go through. Whatever people think of them is the fact that he may be somebody who is hugely against infidelity. And he grew up knowing that his dad never loved his mom. He had to attend that funeral of his mom. You know, all of that thing in very public. So I always package the whole thing up as to why he went. But Camilla seems to do a good job. She seems to be a very nice lady, and I wish everybody who all the best.
She's charming.
Yeah, apparently she's lovely and very funny.
She's very funny, very charming, and clearly a great support.
Yeah.
To Charles, isn't she?
She's committed, boy.
Yeah.
She stayed a long run.
Yeah.
She has. Okay, we're going to take a break now. Coming up next.
Come on, Denise, we've got business to do.
Coming. This is a little bit different than how I travel to Loose Willing.
We're heading to Hollywood as Denise tries her hand at her dream job in our series Lights, If Not Loose. Inspired by the hit show Selling Sunset, can she cut it as an estate agent looking after some of the richest residents of Beverly Hills? Well, we'll find out, won't we, right after this.
yeah.
Stepping out and feeling fantastic. Freeman's, proud sponsors of Loose Women.
At Lidl, we're always little on price. And at times like these, when everything else seems to be going up, we make our prices little, and sometimes even littler, on everything from humble spuds to British rolls to cheeky chilies, from little favourites to big brands. So from milk to your weekly shop, you could get more from Lidl. Now that's big on quality, and always little on price.
Ugh, Tuesdays. But at KFC, Tuesdays are kind of a big deal. And 9 pieces of original recipe chicken for just $5.99 kind of big deal. That's 9 original recipe pieces, just $5.99, only at KFC.
Welcome to the home of entertainment. Are you ready to be entertained? Are you ready to Butlins? Book your showtime right now at butlins.com.
I think people see in business asking for advice is a weakness, and it's not. Really, it's a strength. If you have the strength to be able to ask that question, then I don't think anyone judges you for not knowing something.
Sage members like Joanne never feel held back with our helpful business tools and advice from real experts. Sage, helping business flow.
We're racing toward the extinction of our species. We not only lack dominion over nature, we're subordinate to it.
Come back.
We'll always come back.
My Perfect Eyes is now 50% off at Lloyd's Pharmacy. My Perfect Eyes reduces the appearance of those unwanted wrinkles, bags, and dark circles. Right now, it's 50% off along with the entire My Perfect range, including My Perfect Facial, a salon-inspired facial mask that contains ingredients proven to help the skin's appearance. Hurry while it's 50% off the entire My Perfect range at your local Lloyd's Pharmacy stores or Lloyd's Pharmacy stores within Sainsbury's or online at lloydspharmacy.com.
Sail away with Condor to the beautiful islands of Guernsey, a hidden gem in the British Isles. Get away from it all and recharge your batteries. Feel the sand between your toes on unspoilt beaches, savour the local cuisine, and enjoy outdoor adventures on land and sea. And now with no travel restrictions, an escape by sea to Guernsey could be just the hassle-free holiday you've been looking for. Book your sail away to Guernsey now at condorferries.com.
Hey, yo, check this out. Bustin' on the scene, moving like a dream. It's nothing you've ever seen. Breaking all the rules, anything we choose. Miracle living room, I got something new. Breaking all the rules, anything we choose. Miracle living room, I got something new.
The OGs of love are here, letting you know that love is ours. This summer, love isn't white, it's neon, and we can then handle the heat. We've got a fire pit made. Love, we own it. Love Island, this June on ITV2 and ITV Hub.
Stepping out and feeling good. Freeman's, proud sponsors of Loose Women.
Like this.
Oh, yes. Hello again. Coming up, it started with a kiss. But is it okay to do this in front of your kids?
Who needs a luxury hotel?
We are talking about public displays of affection, the celebrity couple who've been warned by their kids to stop French kissing in front of them. And spoiler alert, it is not Denise and Kevin Webster there. That was a good old snoggery, wasn't it?
Actually, it wasn't.
wasn't, if truth be told.
Oh, okay.
I'll
That's it
tell
for
you.
another day. Before we do any of that, though, a competition time for you. We've got a brand new prize up for grabs, and it includes a motorhome and £40,000 in cash. And Josie has all the details for you.
Hello, we've got a brand new competition which could see you holidaying all year round. How would you like to get your hands on this? A brand new motorhome. Just imagine all the adventure you could have in this. Well, imagine no more. Take a look at this bad boy. A Benamar Tessero motorhome worth over £66,000. There's a double bed, bunk beds, and this really stylish lounging area. It really is like a hotel on wheels. I really want one. And this is the prize that keeps on giving, because we're also going to add £40,000 in tax-free cash. Not only have we sorted your holidays with this brand new motorhome, we're also going to boost your bank balance with £40,000. But we want you to get your entry in early. So what are you waiting for? Wow, look at this spread. Fit for a motorhome queen. Ain't wonderful? For your chance to win, text prize to 81119. Text costs £2 plus one standard network rate message. Go to the website, entries cost £2. Call 09068 781119. Calls cost £2 plus your network access charge. Or post your name and phone number to DY21 PO Box 7558 Derby DE10NQ.
Hello, mate.
It's must be 18 or over. And
I'm watching telly. What it is, I'm live on YouTube because they want to have a meeting, a health and safety meeting, right? Because they think I'm a bit messy and that. Like, I said, it's all right. I hoovered my place. It looks quite tidy. It's all right. And I said, I don't really want loads of people coming around my house. You know, like the police, the fire brigade, the council, whoever else it is. So I said, yeah, well, I'll be going live on YouTube and it'll be Instagram, Facebook and YouTube, and we'll have a meeting in my house, everyone. You know, she goes, no, we won't be doing that. We won't be doing that. Yeah, so this is what I mean. This is Julie from Adult Social Care.
That's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with the daughters of Carol Richards, who work for the agency, and I got to try my hand at being a realtor. The commission is massive.
What kind of money properties?
Well, the house we look at here, the first one is $28 million. A guy had it built during COVID, then decided he didn't.
Right, because they think I'm a bit messy and that, right? I said, it's all right. I hoovered my place. It looks quite tidy. It's all right. And I said, I don't really want loads of people coming around my house. You know, like the police, the fire brigade, council, whoever else it is. So I said, yeah, well, I'll be going live on YouTube and it'll be Instagram, Facebook and YouTube, and we'll have a meeting in my house, everyone. You know, she goes, no, we won't be doing that. We won't be doing that. You know, so this is what I mean. This is Julie from Adult Social Care. Yeah. Julie. Come round yourself, Julie. Oh my God. That's great. Orange on the coffee table.
In LA. He's taking me to the heart of Beverly Hills, to one of his most impressive properties, to teach me some tricks of the trade.
Pretty spectacular. And this is the moment where you stop the buyer and you just tell them, you're in for a very special treat.
Look at this swimming.
Exactly, and if you get really excited when you're with the buyer, you just jump in. That's basically what we do out here.
Okay, well, I'm
Right?
British. I'll just
Exactly.
get the mood for the lads.
Exactly.
You see, if you had personality, you'd be good at this job. wouldn't you?
I tried. We had only 8 coffees this morning, but no, it's a
No,
a
but that's
special
what it is, though. It's not just about what you're saying; it's the way that you say it and the way that you
delivery.
sell it.
And I got a feeling you know
The
exactly
way that you
how to
sell
do
it.
that. Everything in our business is selling the details.
Would you
Yeah.
admit that sometimes you've been so busy, you're literally driving up to a house looking manically through
Oh, 1000%. That happens on a regular basis. Yes, there's so much going on, so much inventory. so many details,
1000%.
And you've always got to come with that level of excitement, which I know you already have. You've got your gym, you've got your sauna, you've got your steam. We've even got a deprivation tank, Denise.
A deprivation tank.
Indeed, this
I
is
tell
where
you, there would have been a place for me in that a few years ago, James.
Which brings us to the end of the tour. Now you're ready to go meet Dave.
Now it's time to put my skills to the test. I'm in Hollywood to meet James's business partner, David Palms, and his client, Dean. Dean has been looking for somewhere to buy for quite a while, and after sending me some notes to read on my way here, David is trusting me to try selling this one-of-a-kind bungalow.
Yes, so Dean is my client, and he's an interested buyer in this particular house.
Fantastic.
And I did hear from James that you've picked up a few tips.
Well, I hope I have. I mean, we've got very similar styles here, but the fact that you've asked to see this house, Dean, means that you are a man of immaculate taste, if I may say. So, shall I lead the way, David?
That was a pretty impressive start. I
Thank
think
you
you
very
should.
much. This is the main living room. We have the original windows. Again, a very beautifully lit room. Feels gorgeous, looks gorgeous. And as I say, you can imagine yourselves just having a lovely time in here. What is wonderful, it's a real expert design in this house, and people are quite blown away by it. He's saying that he doesn't want to part with it.
I was going to ask if the furniture's going to come with the
Yeah,
house.
but you know, I can be very persuasive, Dean. Now, this is what the previous owners called the atrium, which again,
How high are the ceilings? That's amazing.
that's a very good question, and I'll get back to you on that. Are you musical?
I've played the piano as a kid, but I wouldn't dare say that I played it.
Now this beautiful mirror.
I like that. It's
Yeah.
really big.
The reason why it's my type of mirror because you can hardly see yourself in it. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
There's David. He keeps appearing as if by magic. So it goes up.
Glad to be of service.
And through here, if you want to go through here, this is
Currently experiencing high call volumes, and it's taking us up to 30 minutes to answer customer calls. You can raise repairs and check your rent balance using your online account. If you're calling about the recent rent or service charge change, you can find information on our website which may provide the detail you're looking for. Go to www.vividhomes.co
13th in the queue. Are you joking? Yeah. Oh my god.
You are currently 11th in the queue. You are currently 9th in the queue. You are currently 9th in the queue. You are currently seventh in the queue. You are currently seventh in the queue. You are currently sixth in the queue. You are currently sixth in the queue. You are currently fifth in the queue. You're currently fourth in the queue. Third in the queue.
Hello, hello. I've got a little bit of a problem. I've been assessed in the past, and I've been sectioned several times. I'm Gordon White, 61 Cox Road. Sorry? Yeah, okay. Hello. What it is, I've just had a call from Julie, Adult Social Care. She's on about that I'm in a health and safety meeting in my home. She said it's going to be the police, the fire brigade, and a few other people. And I said, well, if they're going to do that, I'm going to go live. I'm going to go on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and let everybody see what I'm going through. I don't want all these people coming into my home. Yeah, well, she said it. I think they're going to cut. I'm not going to be there. It's not going to happen in my home. Yeah. I told her straight away. Yeah, because I'm trying to relax. I actually do get scared when they all come to my door and put me in a cage and take me into a section unit and start filling me up with medication. They've done it for years, and I think I should have a tablet to take for my nerves, because things like this, a phone call, we're all going to come round, blah blah blah. It's my nerves are shot to pieces, Yeah. My place is nice. It's nice. It's decorated. I've hoovered it yesterday. Yeah, and I'm actually. I mean, imagine I'm being dragged out of my house and put in section units. So there's been washing up. There's been mouldy food. That there's been like my clothes scattered everywhere. It's because. Yeah, and now I'm able to actually get away from all that madness and stay away from the section units. Okay then, thank you very much. Bye bye.
You are currently second in the queue.
That's the doctors, right? So the doctors know, right, when nerves are shot to pieces. They all want to come round. They, police, NHS, bloody fucking fire brigade, all of them come round into my home, but they can piss off. Come on, mate. This is the housing.
You are currently second in the queue. You are currently second in the queue. You are currently second in the queue.
Second. Wow, that's great. Let's go. Come on.
You are the next caller to be answered. You are the next caller to be answered.
You can answer the phone then.
Hello, you're through to Chloe. Can I take your name and your postcode, please?
Yeah, it's Gordon Thomas White, 61 Cox Road, Chelmsford, Eastleigh, Hants, SO 533 Foxtrot uniform.
Okay, it's 61.
Yeah.
What's your date of birth and phone number?
8th of August 1967, and my number is 02380 265986.
Awesome, there you are. Okay, so how can I help today?
Well, it's been I've been here. I moved here October '99. I made the garden nice. It was back in a mess as the housing decided it was a health and safety issues. So that was in the newspapers, and that's when the garden was looking really, really good. Now I've been waiting a year for my shed. Someone burnt my shed. It was reported by my neighbours. My neighbours had a new door, but there's no roof at all anywhere. I got no door on my shed. It's gutted. It's black. It's wet. It cannot be used. So I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to the courts about reducing my rent down from what it is down by 20% because I'm not paying for a shed that I cannot use.
Okay, what was the last you heard about it?
It's been about a year like that, and I'm still waiting for it to be fixed.
Do you want me to pop you on hold and try our neighbourhood officer quickly?
Yeah, okay. Oh, there is something else I must tell you. I've had a call from Adult Social Care, Julie from Adult Social Care. She explains to me the police and the fire brigade and the council that they're all going to come round to my home and do an inspection, a health and safety issue again. So I said, that's all right. I'll be live on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, and we can have a meeting in my home. But I said, I don't really want no one here at all. I decorated the place. I made it nice. It's still nice in my home. I hoovered it yesterday. And I could do with a couple of cleaners, casual cleaners. That's all really. I'm getting a new carpet, and I reckon that'll be about August. I'll have a new carpet in. It's just that I want to be left alone. You know, I don't want to be harassed and destroyed. And when I want my garden looking good, I want it looking good. I mean, I made it looking good. It was great. And the shed that's not been touched for a year is still a mess. So I've got to talk to the courts about this.
Okay. Let me see if I can catch them now quickly. Are you happy to hold the line?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll be as quick as I can.
Okay.
Hello, Gordon.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, yeah, thanks for holding on. I've just called Emma for you. I've not managed to get through, so she might be on the line or in a meeting. But
That's
yeah,
yeah.
put this straight to her. So leave it with me.
Yeah.
Get her to give you a call. So keep your phone to hand.
Yeah, I'm at home all the time, and I think we've had a chat. She's a new community officer. I think it'd be a good idea if she wants to pop round today, just have a little look in my place, walk away, you know, and be quite happy. I'm sure she'll be happy. She'll be happy. It's quite nice. It looks great. It's just it's a small place, and I've got a lot of clothes. Yeah, and I've got a lot of paperwork as well. I've got a load of history. It's all in this place. Yeah.
I will let you go now then, and I'll send it straight through to her. Just as an outfit by 5 today, tomorrow. All right.
Yeah, okay. I really don't want 10 people on my doorstep all coming in to assess me and, you know, just look at me and look at my number. It's got to stop because I'm the piano man. I covered Somerset in London. I was a busy man. I made families happy, and all I see is trauma and upset everywhere.
No, you'll like Emma, Gordon. She's really lovely.
That's great. Okay then.
All right. You take care.
Thank you. Goodbye then.
Bless you. Bye now. Bye.
She's gone. That's Vivid Homes. Trauma and upset. Yeah, trauma and upset. You don't know what it's like when they all come around your house and start taking you away and locking you up and and then your place goes mouldy, and then it's your fault, and suddenly you're a victim of bloody fucking. What is it? The council, the police, the fire brigade, all coming around my home. Oh yes, well, my mess. Yes. Well, piss off. You're not coming around. You can fuck off. I'm going to play some music now. Yeah. Yeah, see what I mean? Just like, can you imagine how much trauma I've had over the years? Because my mother took me to Desborough House. Oh my God. Really? Yeah. Really?
What is a person's knowledge and experience actually worth? 20k a year?
I'm worth about £1 billion.
Miami. South Beach. Bring it heat. Can y'all feel that? Can y'all feel that? Jig it out. Here I am in the place where I come let go. In Miami, the base and the sunset low. Every day like a Mardi Gras. Everybody party all day. No work, all play. Okay. So we sip a little something, leave the rest to spill. Me and Charlie at the bar running up a high bill, nothing less than ill. When we dress to kill, every time the ladies pass, they be like, I feel it. All ages and races, real sweet faces, every different nation, Spanish, Asian, Indian, Jamaican, black, white, Cuban, or Asian. I only came for 2 days of playing, but every time I come, I always wind up staying. This the type of town I can spend a few days in. Miami, the city that keeps the roof blazing. Party in the city where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn.
Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami.
Bouncing in the club where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn. I'm going to Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
Look, I heard the rainstorms ain't nothing to mess with, but I can't feel a drip on the strip. It's a trip. Ladies have dress full of your quip, and they be screaming out.
Will we lock your ass in?
So I'm thinking I'ma scoop me something hot in this South summer rain came melting pot. Hottest club in the city, and it's right on the beach. Temperature 50 it's about to reach 500 degrees in the Caribbean cities with the hot mommy screaming. Every time I come to town, they be spotting me in the drop Bentley, ain't no stopping me. So cash in your dough and flow to this fashion show, pound for pound anywhere you go. Yo, ain't no city in the world like this, and if you ask how I know, I got to plead the fifth.
Miami.
City where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn.
Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami.
Bouncing in the club where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn. I'm going to Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
Don't get me wrong, Chi-Town got it going on, and New York is the city that we know don't sleep, and we all know that LA and Philly stay jiggy, but on the sneak, Miami bringing heat for real. Y'all don't understand. I never seen so many Dominican women with cinnamon tans. Yeah, this is the plan. Take a walk on the beach, draw a heart in the sand. Give me your hair, damn, you look sexy. Let's go to my yacht in the West Keys, ride my jet skis, lounge under the palm trees. But you never had cheese for the summer house piece on South Beach. Water so clear you can see to the bottom. $100,000 cars, everybody got them. Ain't no surprise in the club to see slides. Still on Miami, my second home. Party in the city where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn.
Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami.
Bouncing in the club where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn. I'm going to Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
Party in the city where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn.
Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami.
Bouncing in the club where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn. I'm going to Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
Party in the city where the heat is on.
Yo, I'm back by popular demand is it. Say I want the crown but can't handle it. This rap game's getting scandalous. I done lost my best friend in Los Angeles. Mother turned evangelist, but I can't quit cause I'm on some advantage. That's right, the money and the white sandwich. When it's said and done, you gonna understand it. Come on, your man talking about Hummers and little cars that only fit in his little house, little garage. His lifestyle is just a little mirage. He the type of cat that never had a menage. Back rub, you know a little massage. Back rub, you know a little massage. Back rub, you know a little massage. Like you give when you head, that's right, charge. I'm in the rooms listening to the bars. Lean back with a chick, smoking on cigars from Bogota, Colombian chicks in Panama. The diamond fellow, mommy, hello. Pull up in the drop, my Ferrari yellow. Pull up your top, make it shake like jello. Yeah.
When you walk in the door,
come on.
bring this up, fuck. Get your ass on the floor. I'm playing a maniac. Lose control. Get like it. Step in your soul. Step back.
Work.
Stop us some more.
Work.
Step back.
Work.
Stop us some more.
Work.
Step back.
Work.
Stop us some more.
Work.
Is that all you got?
Work.
You got to make us believe it, girl.
Work.
Come on now.
Sitting on your
Louis bag, now you braining it. Looking like your little sister came and painted it. Slick, like color Marvin tentacles. Staring at my chain, I kicked off the Jimmy Choos. I weigh 155 pounds when I'm soaked. Mine, that Rolls Royce Phantom, it ain't no joke. Mine, weed body or two, but I will not smoke mine. I talk about licking if it ain't deep. Mine, I give you great gear, I make your face flip. Then take you aboard, it comes a spaceship. Star Trek, my fault, I made mothership. Pull on the canvas, try it, you'll be loving it. And you can bring me girl and we can get on another tip. Me, I'm a mild Eddie fellow. I'm down in Florida with that Mary Nello. Driving slow, watch the mommy mouth and halo. Keep with your man if you want love, you better. Trying to get dirty like Aguilera. He's a skater, the kid that's rhyming. What I'm also doing rich with a big ass diamond. Let's go. Come on. Work. Shop her some more. Work. Respect that. Work. Shop her some more. Work. Respect that. Work. Shop her some more. Work. Is that all you got? Work. You got to make me believe it, girl. Work. Come on now. Work. 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 Get naked. Oh, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Oh, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Good gracious, ass facious, flirtatious, trying to show face. I'm looking for the right time to shoot my speed, looking for the right time to blast the heat, and I'm leaving, please believe in. Me and the rest of my heathens, checking out a lot at the top of the postseasons. Penthouse, rooftop, birds I'm feeding. No deceiving, nothing else deceiving. No teasing. I need you to get up on the dance floor. Get up on the dance floor. Get up on the dance floor. Get that man what he asking for. Cause I feel like busting loose and I feel like touching you. And can't nobody stop the juice. So baby, tell me what's the use. I said it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Oh, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Let the ball be right popping the bottle. Come on, good, all the baby, good, the bottle. I see you trying to score, ain't hitting the bottle, and I'm hitting my 100 top down the collar. Get off the freeway, exit 106 and parked it. Ashtray, take time to spark it. Gucci collar for dollar, got out walking. I speak English, baby, I can't talk it. Whoa, sweat, all up in this joint. Cow, tank top, all at this point. You with a winner, so baby, you can't lose. I got secrets, can't leave, can't cool. So take it off like you're home alone. You know, dancing from the mirror while you're on the phone. Checking your reflection and telling your best friend, hey girl, I think my butt getting big. Oh, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Oh, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Hey, ladies,
got the best for yourself. They really hate you, yeah. Gotta live for you and no one else. So let 'em make you feel like you're not being real. If you wanna live, you gotta do you. Dig that. You wanna play ball, dig that. Do what you wanna do, dig that. Just not cause don't like what people say about you. Dig that. You feel like it's nothing to say, dig that. You can eat it away. It's not follow I'm trying to dig that. Hey lady, it's bad. Say jam, chicken sure I don't get up. Sweat up, hey lady, it's bad. Say jam, chicken sure I don't get up. Sweat up, you baby, every weekend out with the different girls sitting next to me. Cause I'm not up to settle down right now. I gotta be free. Some of your fellas might be jealous, but y'all know that don't faze me. I just pop my pockets in my head, turn my back on the ones that hated me. You never going home alone. She gonna let me know what's on. She's the reason I'm saying the phone. I won't be around for long. You want you niggas, I've nothing to say. What's that? You need it, throw it away. Stop hating, wish you could wait. It's a pain for me to stay. Hey lady, I'm better. You know you're doing good as a gal. You make chicken sure I don't get up. I don't sweat down. Hey lady, I'm better. You know you're doing good as a gal. Chicken sure I don't get up. I don't sweat down. I make my things I get so much sweat. It's not get that tag and I'm not gonna let nobody break me down. I'm gonna feel good because I eat to eat. I live to live. I rock to rock. I like you like if you got a lie and you work it for it. Pop the collar, don't be afraid to show it. Hey, it's better. You know you're doing good because they get up. Yeah, chicken sure I don't get up. Sweat you up. Hey, lady, it's better. You know you're doing good because they get up. Chicken sure I don't get up. Hey, lady, it's better. You know you're doing good because they get up. Chicken sure I don't get up. Sweat you up. Hey, lady, it's better. You know you're doing good because they get up. Chicken sure I don't get up. Sweat you up. Hey, lady, it's better. You know you're doing good because they get up. Chicken sure I don't get up. Sweat you up. Hey, lady, it's better. You know you're doing good because they get up. Chicken sure I don't get up. Sweat you up.
Can we come in or are you going to come out?
I'll come out.
Yeah?
Well, actually, you can come in. I mean, because I'm live on YouTube.
Oh, can you come out then?
Who is it?
It's just me and Palmjet.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's all right. I'll tell you what, I'm on this now, right? Because Pamela and Judy, they're all right. I just don't want the police and the NHS and fucking fire brigade and whoever else want to assess my ass and fucking all that shit. Right, see you later.